9,000 miles, 3 different time zones, a 3-day war delay, and a brutal case of food poisoning. 34 hours later, I was running the LA Marathon. Let's break it down. Yep, you heard that right. I ran the LA Marathon last Sunday. The week before was kind of crazy. I was in India for 2.5 weeks, and truly I could not have had a better time. Trip was a 12 out of 10. Could not have been any better. This entire time, I was training for the LA Marathon on a 0.2 mile loop on a cricket field. I was getting up pretty early because it was getting pretty toasty. And honestly, this was good because it prepped me for LA. Speaking of heat, the food was also quite hot, which I love spicy food, so no complaints here. To deal with the spicy food I was eating meant that I was cooling off with some colder beverages. Sweet Lassi enters the chat. You see this Sweet Lassi right here? Little did I know that just a few hours later it would make me sick. Yeah, so that's me. That's me in the video. I got food poisoning that same night and became so dehydrated that I ended up having to go to the hospital to replenish the fluids lost during that time.
Was a Sweet Lassi worth it? I think not!
And I also just want to point out that this isn't a super common experience. I've literally never had food poisoning before and never in India. Sometimes your stomach just isn't used to certain kinds of bacteria, and obviously that's what caused the food poisoning. Because I live in America and I'm sensitive. Anyways, before I could get to my LA Marathon, I had to get back home to home sweet home in Indiana. A Qatar 13-hour flight, easy peasy. This was supposed to leave me 5 whole days at home before K2 and I headed out to LA for the marathon. And here's us a few hours before our flight. Yes, you see that correctly. Our flight got canceled due to some things that are going on in the world. This led to us staying an extra 3 days, but because we stayed an extra 3 days, we got to celebrate Holi, we got to spend more time with family. After hours on the phone, we finally got rebooked on 2 back-to-back 8-hour flights, which were much more expensive. We made it home with just 1 day to spare. By coming to Indiana, that's a 10.5-hour difference, and then going to LA, that's another 3-hour difference. And then I ran the LA Marathon. It was a toasty 85 degrees at the finish, 20 minutes slower than my New York time. Did the best I could with the circumstances that I had. To be honest, I was just really thankful that I was even able to do it, that my body was able to do a hard thing like that. LA was pure vibes. I truly had the best time and met so many great people. Now listen, I'm not saying this so that anybody feels sorry for me or has sympathy, because I got the better end of the deal when so many other people traveling were not as lucky. All this to say, when you're met with certain challenges, I find it's best to just embrace them and go with the flow. I couldn't control that I got sick. I couldn't control the events happening in the world. And when I tell you, we had so much fun in India, in LA. As cheesy as it sounds, at the end of the day, I'm just thankful that I'm here and that I'm alive. Total vibes. 10 out of 10 would do again. The marathon, the traveling to India. We had so much fun. I wouldn't do the food poisoning again though. That was, I don't ever want to do that again.